programs, one local and one network, the crossing of the two lines can bring unexpected effects. Listen to this.
Loveline. It's time for Loveline.
You know, there's going to be sex, drugs, rock and roll.
The crowd seems to love this.
Loveline.
Careful, it's slippery. I had it wet.
Exclusively on Tucson's new run, 92.1 KFMA, Green Valley, Tucson. K292CM, Summerhaven. Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion advised. Now, here's Loveline. 1-800-LOVE-191 with Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Hey, Drew, you got to knock the goddamn console around before we even start? Hey, it's the Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew, board-certified physician, addiction medicine specialist. Phone number for Loveline, 1-800-LOVE-191. Kid Rock is our guest here tonight.
Addiction specialist.
Yeah, I said Dick. Right in Drew's name.
Hey, drugs.
Devil Without a Cause is the name of the CD. I saw what I thought was the entire video when I was watching Howard Stern Saturday night during a commercial break, but then I started to think that maybe it was just a commercial. It seemed like it showed a lot of the video.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know either. I may have had a beer or two in me, and I wasn't paying attention, but I just sort of looked up, and there you were.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. Could
I have a bunch of money and women around me?
Yeah, I think they were paid extras, but I'm sure some of them hung on after the video.
That's not true, man. That's not true.
I'll tell you what I think we should do before we get into it with Kid Rock. I think we ought to hear something from Kid Rock. You got that queued up there, Engineer Mike? This is off of the new CD. How long has the CD been out?
Since August 18th.
What the hell? Where the hell are? Oh, well, it's not that new, but it just seems like it's catching fire the last few months.
That's what happens, man. It's like, spreading cancer. It starts off slow, and then once it gets to the end, it just kind of like kicks in.
All right, now I'm going to pronounce this. You tell me if I screw this up.
Okay. Yep.
Ba.
Screwed it up.
All right, wait a minute. Ba with the ba.
That's not bad, actually.
All right. That's a little Kid Rock for you from the Devil Without a Cause CD, which is all over the place now and doing real well, just about everywhere. It's like I hadn't even really heard of Kid Rock until a couple of months ago, and now it's like Kid Rock mania.
Like the cancer, like you said.
Yeah.
All up in that ass.
Yeah. So you're white. You're from Detroit.
I am white. There's a good start. I am white.
Did you grow up with a lot of brothers?
I had a brother.
No, I mean
sisters.
brothers.
Oh, brothers, black guys, yeah. Well, no, not really. I was from the suburbs, man. My mom made my lunch every day, and it was like no real hard luck story. I had a John Deere and cut the lawn. Then I got good on the turntables, and that's when I hooked up with the brothers.
Right. And how? I mean, coming from where you came from, what got you interested in all this stuff?
I don't know. Because I really loved Bob Seger, but then Run DMC came along, and I was like, huh.
Bob Seger was from Detroit, right?
That's right, man.
And who was Ted Nugent the
Motor City
Madman?
Yeah.
That's right. I'm trying to think. Whenever you're from Detroit, you get a nickname.
Yeah.
You're from North Hollywood. It's like, hey, goofball.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I should have moved to Detroit. I could have been named like Slick or something by now, instead of Brillo Head. Now, when'd you get Kid Rock?
They used to call me the little white kid that could rock the turntables.
Oh, that's what do your folks call you? They don't call you Kid Rock.
No, I can't say that on the air.
But you can't get your folks to call you Kid?
No.
Like, what if you gave your mom $100 and just said, look, it's Kid Rock. Come on now.
Nah, she'd slap me silly.
She wouldn't do it?
Actually, she wouldn't slap me silly. She's not that big. She's only about 5'1".
Is she into the success and the music and all that?
Yeah, because we're getting money now.
Right. She's all right with it.
Get the money. Your parents are like, man, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, it's the world's worst idea until you get your first royalty check, and then it's a diabolical plan that they helped hatch, by the way. Don.
Yeah.
You're 28.
Hey.
What's going on?
Well, I work with this girl, and it's been around work that she's been cheating at least for about 6 months. Well, come to find out, we were out eating at a restaurant last week, and she saw my husband, and she freaked out, and she she left, and I find out the next day that she knew him from high school. And when I explained to him, because he's known who this was, didn't know exactly who it was, but I had told him about this woman cheating with this other guy at work and everything, and when I told him who it was, he knew exactly who I was talking about, and he knows her husband, he knows her family, they went to high school together, and
so what's the question?
She doesn't really know what to do as far as like telling her husband, because her husband does not know at all. But
That's a friend of your husband's?
Yes.
How good a friend?
Well, I told him, because I'm a big fan of y'all, so I told him Loveline always says to talk to the person that's cheating first, not to go to the spouse.
Right.
Talk to the person that's cheating. My question is, how does he approach her? And I know if he gives her an ultimatum, like either you tell him or I will, how do you follow back up with that?
But you're the one who's working with her, right?
Yeah, and I didn't know
She's
that they knew each other.
Isn't she your friend from work?
I'm sorry?
She's your friend, right?
Well, I wouldn't say that, because I don't really know her that well. I just know because, unfortunately, the guy that she's having the affair with is worse than a woman about talking. And he and his roommate are just worse than women. They talk about it all the time, and his roommate is actually kind of fed up with it because there are children involved.
Hey, Don,
rambling.
Don, I got a good plan.
Sorry.
Why don't you tell?
Have a point when you speak.
No, you have to learn to speak Loveline. I've deciphered everything.
You will, kid. Don't worry. Just give a few more minutes.
It's great when you're named Kid, because
slow down.
You can just say, "Don't worry, kid, you'll learn," and it all works. Don,
Yes.
Can you convince your husband not to say anything, and you guys just sort of bow out of this whole thing? It sounds chaotic. It sounds like you could get sucked into this. It doesn't sound like there's anything in it for you. It doesn't sound like your husband is such good friends with this guy that he really needs to step up and say anything. I mean, if it's one of your husband's best friends, he needs to say something.
Right.
But if it's just some peripheral guy he played with on the softball team or something, maybe just stay out of this.
Well, I mean, he knows her family. He knows the guy she's married to. I mean, he's done yard work for them.
Well, yeah, once you've bundled some leaves, that's it. You're blood.
That's it.
Well, I mean, he's known them.
All right, but listen, Don, it sounds to me like you're trying to get involved.
You're looking for some drama, aren't you?
Yeah. Right.
What do you do? Are you bored? Has your life been boring lately?
There's 3 children involved.
Yeah, but causing this to blow up now, I'm not sure it's going to serve anybody's interest.
Yeah.
Because this woman is philandering, and who knows what. I immediately, when a woman starts behaving like that, I immediately think there's something up with the husband.
Right.
Because women don't do that unless there's a reason for it, or unless they're so screwed up psychologically that they're reacting to some internal stuff.
I know a lot of girls like that.
There's some messed up people out there, don't get me wrong. But if that's the case, making this thing explode is not going to help anything.
Yeah.
And if the husband's a jerk, he's still the same jerk. It's going to kind of work itself out. I think what you should do is really become a force on behalf of health for that whole system and start encouraging that woman to get some help, get some couples counseling on behalf of the kid. Don't cause this thing to explode in an uncontrolled way. You see?
Yeah.
If they have some supervision and somebody's involved with it and can sort of help this thing unravel in a safer way, but to just precipitate a crisis is not a good thing.
What about the old adage, leaves are thicker than water?
In this case, it applies, of course.
Once you've done some yard work for a man.
Oh, yes.
Don't you owe him?
Oh, yeah, yes.
Give it up.
In fact, Adam, we need to talk to you.
Zena.
Got a few
It's
leaves.
actually Zena, but that's right.
Zena?
Yeah, thanks.
You're 18. What's going on? You're on with Kid Rock.
Yeah, actually, first of all, I want to say Adam and Drew, you guys have taught me more than any teacher, textbook,
Wow.
rock.
Santa, thanks for listening.
Thanks.
What about me?
Well, I love you so much. You rule.
I love you too, man.
Well, thank you. I met you actually in October when Rocket Ajax opened up for you at the Bluebird in Denver.
Did we hook up?
Oh, kid, please.
In my dreams, but yeah. Sure.
Just checking. I
Anyway.
got to keep track on this stuff.
No, it's always great because we have tons of rock bands come through here, and whenever somebody calls, they go, "Hey, I'm a big fan. I love it." And the guys are like all smiles. They go, "I met you once at the Wiltern," and the guys' faces just go, because they don't know what kind of shape they're in, they don't know what they did with them, and they don't know if their girlfriend or wife is listening to the show currently.
Oh, strictly business and very innocent. But,
All right.
Me
I was
too.
actually wondering your feelings on how everyone's coming out of Detroit now. I know Eminem is on your album, and he's out of Detroit, and ICP, and seems like there's more and more people, like, now.
What's my feeling on that?
I mean, is it a positive thing, or?
It feels really good.
What does ICP stand for?
Insane Clown Posse.
Oh, our friends. They're from Detroit?
Those are our boys. What are you talking about? You don't like the Insane Clown Posse?
Hi, this is Violent J.
There's just something about, like, rapping about cutting people's heads off that I just don't get.
Oh, really?
Eminem's dope, though, man.
Listen, those guys, as long as they have those Mexican wrestling masks on, I'm fans of theirs because they scare the S out of me, those guys. They're big, scary guys.
I've never seen you quite so scared. You were rattled.
Yeah.
Remember when they broke in? We thought we were getting robbed or something. Remember that?
Yeah, that was like a,
hostage takeover,
type situation here.
They burst in the door with those masks. We were just, all right.
Steal all the coffee in here or something.
I had my pants down. I was on the ground immediately. didn't even know whether with the band.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there, though. You know, Eminem's coming out. He's on my record. I did some cuts on his record, and there's a lot of other stuff coming out of there. And it's all going to blow up, and there's going to be a bunch of kids making a bunch of money, and we're going to blow it all in other cities.
It's funny how it's sort of cyclical. You know, it's
Seattle,
it's Seattle,
LA, that's
then
London.
it's Orange County or wherever it is. And it makes sense because.
It doesn't make sense to me.
No, it does. It does in the sense that, A, some of these people know each other and network. So one guy blows up and he puts another guy on his record or takes him out to tour with him.
Still got to have talent.
Or something like that. No, you can't.
No, it kind of, what it does, especially in the smaller towns, or like where we come from in Detroit, where it's not like a thriving metropolis like New York or L.A., is it shows kids that, you know, I came from a cornfield in Romeo, Michigan, that, bam, I got out of there. Some other kid looks at it, he's like, wow, maybe I really could do this seriously. You know, like, he got out of there. Why can't I? And
Well,
I go back.
that's the beauty of the Insane Clown Posse, too. It gives other insane clowns hope. One day they can don the wrestling mask.
Plus, this is how it works
out of the
on the corporate
Caterpillar tractor. And
on the corporate level, as soon as something comes out of anywhere hot, like, you know, record companies start infiltrating, like, oh, we need a bunch of other things that sound exactly like that.
Right. As if there's something in the water supply.
Right.
yeah, it's like magical.
Ann.
Yeah, hi, how are you guys doing?
You're 24. What's going on?
Not too much. Just want to say I do know where Romeo is, and it is just a vast cornfield.
Yeah, baby.
Where are you calling from, Ann?
I'm calling from Lansing.
Yeah.
Actually, okay, my question is for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
And what I needed to know is if you could get genital warts by receiving oral sex.
I mean, from his mouth?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess there's some theoretic possibility of that, but I've never seen anything like that.
Okay, thank you.
Why? What's going on?
Well, I mean, I got together with somebody a week ago, and I know he has genital warts, but he just gave me oral sex, and I just started freaking out all week.
Really?
No.
You
Get any bumps yet?
What's that?
Get any bumps yet?
No.
See, he's getting on the
Warts will give you a little bump, so if you...
Oh, no, I don't have anything like that. No, I'm just, psychologically freaked out about it.
What'd you do to him?
Nothing.
Wow, that's low self-esteem.
Are you...
Does he go on a date, you perform oral sex on her?
Are you sexually active otherwise?
No.
Never.
Oh, well, yeah, in the past, yeah.
You get regular pap smears?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. And you have no previous HPV, obviously.
No, I have nothing.
Good.
No.
All right.
What'd you do for him? Seriously?
Sincerely,
Did you buy him dinner or something? Like, let him drive your car for the day?
It's been like he's been kind of chasing after me for a long time, and I finally just kind of...
Did you let him know what you wanted? Like, hey, you know, you
No,
get busy, you know.
he's been offering to do this for so long, and I just kept pulling him off. And
Was he good at it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not that into him, so...
Yeah, but listen, who cares how much you like the guy once he's down there?
What would you call this?
Hey, I think that's a good thing, you know, man. I would take that any day of the week. Like, hey, this girl wants to go down me and, like, wants nothing in return. Like, what guy out there wouldn't go like, no, I feel like I owe you something?
Well, I think, I think it's good for, us women to not expect to have to give out anything in return, so...
That's nice.
Is that a mercy? We got a mercy lick?
Were you watching TV while he was doing it?
Counting the cracks in my ceiling.
Wow. So you just basically held still long enough for him to get down there?
Yeah,
Did he rip your pants off? Or did he kind of slide them down?
Wow.
this is good radio. No, he's,
All right. Did you kiss him at least?
Refused to answer on the grounds you may incriminate yourself?
Did you give him a smooch?
Yeah.
All right. That was
Did you
nice,
kiss him after or before?
All right, guys, here we go. Thanks, Ann.
Thank you.
You're fine.
All right. Wow. Eileen,
Hey, I had a question for Kid Rock.
here he is.
Okay, I wanted to know if the song Black Chick, White Guy, if, like, that was a personal experience.
Yeah, word for word true.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. I was just wondering because it kind of, like, it meant a lot to me because it was a really touching song, like, the way, like, the guy, like, stood by her the whole time and stuff.
Yeah, it was a part of my life that, I went through, and then that's how I kind of dealt with it. I put it all, people say, like, oh, incredible song, how did you write that? I was like, well, it was pretty easy, I lived it, and I just put it all down.
You were the white guy?
No, I was actually the black chick.
Were you the black chick? Wow, you're rangy.
It's all funny. Yeah, it was...
like, the one that's, like, in, like, I guess, like, in your CD cover that you're writing to, that's the kid?
Yeah, that's my son I have custody of.
Oh, cool, okay.
And he's not old enough to listen to this, that's why I can be so obnoxious.
How old is he?
He's 5.
And how old are you?
27.
All right, 22.
Not bad, right?
Not
He's can
Thought it
support
might have
him.
been like one of those 16 things.
Can support him.
What's that?
You can support
and
a
you
kid.
support him, right?
Yeah, oh, absolutely. I have a nanny at home when I'm on the road.
Right. Yeah.
I'm very blessed.
That's fine. All right, Eileen.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Eileen.
Were your parents around and together when you were growing up?
Yeah, but they hated each other. But now they got an interesting relationship. Like, they're still together, but they live in separate houses.
Really?
Yeah.
With a
I'd like to
cornfield.
arrange that.
Yeah. I think it's kind of good, Like,
It is.
I wouldn't want to live with my dad either.
Why do you got to live on top of each other? You
Like
know what
he
I
said,
mean?
this is my dad. He says cheaper to keep her. Like, yeah, I let her buy. She can either go build her own house and live in it, or she's gonna be able to build a mansion like me and live in that. So
If you divorced her.
yeah,
Yeah.
How far away do they live from each other?
about 3-4 miles.
Yeah, that seems like enough. I mean, even what's wrong with your own bedroom, for instance?
With what?
I mean, what's wrong with you and your wife sleeping in separate bedrooms? Should you do that and have like a sex bedroom in the middle or something like that?
You are one sick F.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that wrong?
Yeah.
You should have more like a sex jacuzzi, because that gets old, like sleeping together after a while. You're just like, all right, can you scoot over a little bit? You're hogging all the covers,
You roll around. Somebody gets up 3 hours
You go
earlier
bigger
than the
bed.
other person.
Then you get comfortable with a girl, and you start.
That's all actually realistic concerns. I have to deal with that kind of crap all the time. But you get, bathrooms away from the bed area. You make sure the floor is carpeted.
I'm just
You have
saying,
a big
why
bed.
don't you take it to the next step and just
No,
get your
because
own bedroom?
It's a totally different thing.
And then it'd be like on the weekends you could sleep in the same bed and it'd be like you were sneaking out of your folks'
Might
house.
make the sex better.
No, it's a bizarre concept.
Drew has a van on blocks that he keeps in his driveway where he sexes down. It's a 77
Engine still
Chevy
starts
van.
up.
He starts it, yeah, but the rim just spins because it's up on blocks.
I do. My wife won't ever set foot in it. That's a problem.
Melissa.
Oh, cool, I'm on.
Yeah.
Hey.
Now, let's see, Melissa's from Illinois,
Pardon?
Where are you from?
Seattle.
Seattle.
What's going on? You're 16.
Uh-huh. I just want to start by saying that I love you guys both. You've taught me, more, like that other girl who just said, than you'd ever learn at school or from your parents or whatever.
Thank you, Melissa.
But,
The reason I said Melissa's from Illinois is because everybody in that corridor is named, every third woman is named Melissa.
oh, that sucks.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm going to name my kid something cool so they don't have to deal with this boring name thing.
Like what?
Like Andromeda.
Oh,
that'd
don't
be
do that.
fresh.
Think. Oh, what's your kid's name?
Junior.
Hey,
Bob
how
Jr.
awful to the kid. Kid's got to walk around with that name his whole life.
Yeah, but, that'd be better than being named, John or something.
What's wrong with John?
It's just
It's a good, wholesome Catholic name.
yeah. But
All right.
anyway.
Melissa, you're not naming your kid Andromeda. Believe me.
We won't allow it.
Not that, but just something different.
All right, different is good.
Okay.
But, not.
You know what's good? Different is ethnic. Is good.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah, like Jew boy.
No, because I think names
No?
are European names. They're sort of different language names are interesting and pretty.
Shaniqua.
That's cool.
That's Detroit. What are you talking about?
Melissa, question.
Anyways.
Alfonso.
It's kind
That's
of
how I name my
embarrassing,
kid.
But I have real thick, dark brown hair. It's really pretty,
Yeah.
but then problem is my bikini line, go to shave there, and I get those little bumps, and there's nothing I can do. I've tried the Bikini Zone cream, I've tried the Nair, tried all that crap, and is there a prescription I can get, or
Have
is
you
it
had waxing?
I haven't tried that. Does that work?
That works. And now there are extremely effective hair removal techniques with laser. A lot of gynecologists, a friend of my gynecologist he does a lot of that now.
Really?
You want to go have that done, don't you?
Not on my bikini area, though.
Well,
Well, first off, my bikini area stretches from my ankles to just under my neck.
Yeah.
And my whole body's a bikini area.
But they have these sort of flash techniques now that can remove large areas of hair really quick.
Well, what I want to do,
Get a tattoo.
and I'll give get like a snake coming out of your crotch. That looks good on a 16-year-old. Melissa, I have on my neck. I get like ingrown hairs from shaving. I get like razor bumps.
Really?
Probably the same thing you're getting on your bikini area.
Yes, absolutely.
If you could hold your thigh up to my neck, we could probably compare it. But
Well, I don't get it on my thigh. It's just like right there in that swimsuit area.
We understand.
We know the area.
I can't make a joke in front of anyone anymore. All right, the point is here's what works well on it. If you don't want to get the laser done and you don't have any money and you're being cheap, shave it and then rub a bunch of Oxy 10 on it.
Oh boy,
it kills it.
Think of the kind of skin you're telling her to rub that on.
I'm telling you, it's fine.
It will turn into a blazing. Inflame.
Try some of that Oxy. Try some of that Oxy 10 on there. Do you hear me?
This is called atrogenesis.
What if she just let it grow? Like maybe thick bush is coming back.
I like wearing little
70s.
swimsuits.
Yeah.
I mean,
Does it bother you?
to have the bumps, yeah.
No, like to have a piece of hair or two hanging out.
Yeah,
like,
you don't
does
want to look
everybody
like
stare?
you got like a dwarf's beard tucked up in there or something.
Some guys find it sexy. That guy in Sling.
No, listen, guys with speech impediments who kill their mom's lovers with a
I
hatchet.
forgot that part of the movie.
Melissa, try the Oxy 10 thing.
What about Nair?
All right,
Thank you so much.
Nair. All right, get the laser, please.
and then go laser. And I'm going to get that laser thing done too, right?
It's nothing to it. They can do it in a few minutes.
I'm going to have your initials put on my ass with the same laser, Drew.
I'm going to see to it.
That's love. All right, Kid Rock is here. We'll take a little break. When we come back, we'll talk to Mary. She's 13. Her boyfriend's pressuring. What? What does that say, Drew?
Pressuring her?
Him? Oh, pressuring her to have sex.
That's like illegal to pressure a 13-year-old.
She's curious. Oh, you can't pressure anyone anymore. We'll be back.
Ancient tribal.
Back in a minute.
Water in a sea of retarded sexuality.
Loveline. Exclusively on Tucson's New Rock. 92.1 KFMA.
Hey, it's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Dr. Drew is a board-certified physician. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Kid Rock is our guest tonight. Devil Without a Cause is the name of the CD. We'll hear something else off of that in the 11 o'clock hour. And until then, we'll go back to the phones. Mary?
Yeah.
You're 13.
Yeah.
Your boyfriend is pressuring you to have sex?
Yeah.
How old is he?
He is 18.
Wow.
Perfectly natural.
What's his name?
18 years old, huh?
Yeah.
What grade are you in?
Me? 8th.
8th grade.
Do you love him?
He's out of high school.
Is he out of high school?
Huh? No, he's in 12th grade.
He's in 12th grade.
Yeah.
All right. And how long have you been going out with him?
About 2 months.
How did you meet him?
How'd I meet him? Through, like, friends.
Through friends. How did I know that?
Yeah. Do you hang out with older kids?
Well, like, my friends are, like, some of my friends are my age, and, like, they hang out with people, like, older than them, and then I met them.
What do you do when you hang out with 18-year-olds?
Huh?
What do you do with 18-year-olds? What do you do when you hang out?
Do you drink alcohol?
No.
Do you smoke pot with them?
Does your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Do you smoke pot with them?
No.
What do you do when you hang out with 18-year-olds?
Just go to the movies and hang around.
Yeah,
kick it.
I don't
chill.
I don't know what's up with these 18-year-olds, but when I was a senior in high school, I didn't want to hang out with juniors.
No.
You know what I mean?
With status to get an older girl.
Yeah, much less hang out with an 8th grader. I mean, that's kind of pathetic. You don't think it's pathetic because you're the one he shouldn't be hanging around with, but
you also can't judge how disturbed this guy is. An 18-year-old that is hanging with a 13-year-old has got something wrong.
Yeah.
And you're not in a position to judge that.
Unless he's in a rock band.
Let's put it this way, Mary. If you were...
then it's okay.
If, let's say, some of your 13-year-old male friends...
Yeah.
What if one of them decided suddenly they wanted to go out with a 7-year-old? Would you think, was something wrong with him?
Yeah.
It's the same deal, Mary.
Well, it's not quite as weird.
It's the same deal.
No,
Guys,
it is
twisted.
not the same deal, you idiot.
I got no...
Because it's not the same deal. Hold on, kid. It's not
Settle down.
Settle down, kid. It's not the same deal because it's not like an 18-year-old and a 25-year-old is as bad as an 18-year-old or an 18-year-old and a 23-year-old smartass.
I'm saying that it is for her. All right. Then let's put it this way.
It's twisted. This
would
guy's
it not be the same
creep.
as a 13-year-old and a 10-year-old?
I'll go 13, 10 and a half.
Yeah, okay. All right, so Mary, 13 and somebody in 5th grade.
Right.
Wouldn't you think that was kind of weird?
Yeah.
All right, it's the same deal. That's the same deal.
I'll bump anything that moves, but not under 18.
Right.
I mean, even I got some morals there. Like,
And the 10-year-old will probably think, oh, it's cool, I'm dating an 8th grader, right?
Yeah, probably.
Okay, it's the same situation.
All right, so Mary, why don't you just end this? You're in over your head. And believe me, we talk to people like you all the time, 6 months from now, and they got raped. That's what happens.
Well,
they got in the guy. What kind of car does he drive?
Huh?
Camaro.
Starts with an L.
What kind of car does he drive?
He doesn't drive a car.
Okay,
see?
that's good, because he'd be driving the rape mobile if he did have a car.
What kind of shoes does he wear?
Huh?
Okay, listen.
Let's find out what this kid looks like.
I'm done with Mary.
Got his hat back.
Mary's first answer is, huh?
But Mary's been through a lot to get herself into this place.
Stay away from him, Mary.
That's way deeper than that is.
Mary, you got your virginity, and believe me,
as far as we
you're
know.
going to have it for another 10 minutes. I can hear it in your voice. Hang on to it. Cherish it. Hang on to it with both hands. I want you to walk with both hands cupped over your crotch for the next 5 years and stay away from this guy.
We have yet to talk to a 14-year-old who is happy with her decision to have sex at that age. Every 14-year-old that gives up their virginity at 14 is miserably disappointed.
She's 13.
I understand.
Right. Okay. But what do you think the chances she's going to keep it for another 3-4 years?
I'm suspicious that there may already be a problem.
Jason.
Yeah.
You're 23.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, first I want to say hi to Kid Rock. How's it going?
It's going pretty good.
Good. I was thinking, you guys always go into Adam's, masturbation all the time, and you never really get into what causes it. And I was always listening because I go into that, and I probably do it as much, if not as more.
Than Adam does.
Yeah, Adam.
Well, first of all, how am I going to get into what Adam's motivation is? He won't even talk to his damn therapist about it. He goes to a therapist once or twice a week, and he will not talk to his therapist about his sexual behaviors. I mean, that is
sexual?
bizarre.
I whack off when I get home from work.
Okay,
do I have to?
Then talk to... What else? I mean, you should be talking about this.
Why do I need to talk to my therapist about masturbating once a day?
I think it's healthy.
I'm not saying it's not, but somebody wants to figure out why, and
listen, you know my theory. If I start talking about it, I'm going to begin masturbating right there in the therapist's office.
That may be perceived as a problem.
No, that's why I'm not going to talk about it.
That's my point.
See, I'd like to talk about it.
I usually masturbate right on my therapist.
Really? That's not a therapist.
That's payment right there.
Is it an Asian woman?
Paid in full. How'd you like that? See that? No problem. I'll see you next week.
Oh, yeah.
But, Jason, there are a lot of reasons people do this. That varies all the way from some very sort of deep-seated aggressive tendencies to just the biology. I'm just the spectrum.
Okay.
It's just people. Some people that's their biology, and some people do it as a way of managing certain kinds of feelings that are unpleasant.
Sometimes it's just quicker.
Well, mine leads to certain other thoughts that, like you guys say, it's okay to have the thoughts, but don't act on them.
What are your other thoughts?
Well, it's like
get freaky.
I'm really into a lot of bondage and stuff.
Yeah. What do you good? How many times do you masturbate a day?
Oh, at least once. Most of the time, twice.
That's not that much.
No.
Once in the morning, once at night, and I thought, to me, that's. I mean, then when a girl comes around, she. Sorry, I can't say that.
You should be able to go all night then.
Well, no, I mean that's cool, but it's like I'm not interested because I already did.
Yeah, but what are your bondage fantasies?
Well,
masturbation prevents you from being intimate, right? You do it so much that you're sort of worn out and can't.
You think so, though? Because
That's what he's telling you.
sometimes I do it just so I can go longer. Though.
I understand, but that's healthy. He says
that's all
he
right.
says that he can't muster anything because he's not interested anymore.
Well, because I already did it. Yeah.
So burnt out. That's his thing.
Yeah, but listen, a 23-year-old guy who spanks it once or twice a day still has plenty of wind left in his sexual sail to get laid. 23-year-olds are horny. Jason's having some bondage fantasies. Jason's a little screwed up.
Were you physically abused, Jason, one time?
Actually, no, not that I remember anyway.
Nobody ever smacked you.
Block all that.
Nobody ever smacked you out at all.
Well, yeah, my stepfather used to, I guess, kind of smack me on a little lightly, though. Not really a, major abuse, but a lot of verbal abuse when I was younger.
All right, so that kind of being the victim of that sort of aggression and those sorts of inappropriate behaviors can result in this kind of thing. Yeah. You might check out the SA Big Book, Sex Addicts Anonymous. They have a white book, a book with a white cover that really gets into some of the stuff that Jason's into.
Do they have that on cassette?
I'm going to look into it for you.
See about that.
I'm getting an award from the National Council on Sexual Compulsive and Addiction. I'm going to St. Louis on Friday. I tell you this?
No.
For what?
There's actually a very substantial organization called the National Council on Sexual.
He's getting the bronze belly rag.
NCSC and addiction. The National Council on Sexual Compulsive.
It's a coveted award that's given out every year.
And it's a really quality group of health professionals. I'm getting some award.
Let me just take a moment to yell at all the
folks. And I will give you some homage for helping provide the vehicle.
Don't steal my thunder, Drew.
That's what I'm trying to
Listen to me, all you troublemakers out there that want to give Drew awards left and right. He's constantly leaving town because he's the recipient of some sort of prestigious award. Meanwhile, I'm left here holding the bag, crying, picking up the pieces, trying to go on. Listen, you idiots, if it wasn't for me, no one would listen to Drew.
Yeah,
you realize that?
You'd have an award for you, right?
You'd have one person in their 60s listening to this show in prison. Do you understand me, Drew? Why don't these people give me an award? I'm
there it is.
I'm the vehicle.
I know.
Right there.
Thank you.
And I will happily acknowledge that.
All right.
As I accept my award.
Okay. You bring it back. We'll melt it down.
Divide it up.
What is it? Do you know what it is?
I imagine it's a certificate or something, but I don't know.
That's
How many
wrong. If you're in
awards have you
sexual
gotten
therapy,
now?
you should get like a bronzed.
No.
Yes.
I haven't gotten that many awards. I mean, have any. I got the Shine Award with you.
Seems like you're traveling around picking up a lot of awards.
No, I'm doing a lot. No. I'm doing a lot of. I'm moderating a lot of panels.
All right.
I do that kind of thing a lot.
All right, we're going to take a break. Who are we going to talk to when we come back, Drew? Manic depression. No.
Wanna do that?
5-year-old
2?
son's friend plays a game where they play with themselves.
That's natural.
All right. Drew, you don't have to poke a hole in the screen. You can just point at it. Derek, it was 25, caught boyfriend in their... what? Is that bed with another guy? Hold on a second.
Whoa.
Derek?
Yes.
Are you gay?
Yeah, I am.
And you...
But I'm not flamboyant.
No. Wait,
You don't sound like it.
Is your behymen still intact?
Do what?
The behymen.
Behind
The behymen. Is that still intact?
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes.
I just want to know. And you caught your boyfriend screwing around with another guy?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, hold on.
Slow down. Slow.
Don't get the feathers in a bunch. Let's
Stop now.
hold it now, please, kid.
I'm
Donate.
just
This is
serious.
this is a big part of our audience. I'm not here to judge. Derek?
I'm not judging.
Yeah.
Hold on now. All right, we got to take a break.
All right.
All right. We'll get into Derek with Kid Rock and whatever he's doing after this.
Loveline. Be right back in a minute.
Yeah, everybody on the floor, this is Ice-T. You're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Nobody moves, nobody gets hurt.
Yes, it's true. Kid Rock is our guest tonight. Devil Without a Cause is the name of his CD. I wanted to, I'll give the phone number out, 1-800-LOVE-191. And I wanted to say that this Saturday, I'm doing the first of a bunch of shows I'm doing for Comedy Central. And we got to get an audience over there, so I'm going to give a phone number out.
You have audience bookers and stuff.
Plug it.
Yeah, we don't. They said, can I give the number out on the air? So I said, fine. It's 213-833-6467. So if you're in the L.A. area, and you want to come see a fun show.
What was that number again?
That number again would be 213 area code 833-6467. So if you're in town, you want to see a show, it's going to be a lot of fun.
How is Jimmy doing, by the way?
He's doing good. Working a lot.
What did he call me about yesterday?
Oh, he thinks he has an ulcer.
Oh, right.
Right.
He does.
How do you know?
See, you got a good story for it.
I told him to take some of that Tagament.
Pepsid. He's supposed to take 2 twice a day.
That's what you take?
That's what he's taking.
You can talk about like dildos.
You can also do
and stuff on this
Zantac,
show, right?
Oh, yeah.
He can take Zantac
Can I tell my
twice
joke?
a day.
Yeah, tell your dildo joke.
All right, cool. So there's this girl. She's like 35 years old, a little overweight. She lives at home still. She's in the bathroom. Her mom's cooking dinner. Her mom walks over to the bathroom. She looks in. She says, oh, my God, you know, she's got the dildo up in her daughter.
Right.
She's like, what are you doing? She's like, Mom, I'm 35. I've never been married. I don't have a boyfriend. She's like, this is my husband. You know, she's like, okay, fine. Next night, her mom's cooking dinner. Here's the same noise. Hear that?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he goes over to the bathroom. She looks in. Her husband's sitting on the toilet. He's got this thing up his, what would you say, rectum or something?
Sure.
He's like sitting on the toilet. He's drinking a beer. She's like, she freaks out. She's like, what are you doing? He's like, what do you think I'm doing? I'm having a beer with your son-in-law. Thank you. I'll be here all night.
I love good vibrator comedy. Derek?
Yeah.
All right, so you're 25.
Yeah, I'm 25.
You're gay, but you're not flamboyant.
Yeah.
You got a boyfriend,
Uh-huh.
and you caught him in bed with another guy.
Yeah, when I came back from a vacation because I was trying to surprise him.
Right.
And, you know, I was...
And you got surprised.
Yeah, real surprised.
Wow.
You had no idea that he was inclined to do this sort of thing.
No, I wasn't because I came in and I was on vacation, but I came back early and I didn't let him know.
Were they like actually doing it?
Yeah, they were.
Oh.
In our bed.
Like penetration?
Penetration.
Oof.
You know, everyone always gets insulted when they always do this. They go, they were cheating in our bed. It's like, what do you want to do, roll out a beach towel in the entry hall? Of course you're banging on your bed. What's that?
It would have been better on the floor. At least it wouldn't have been in our bed.
We'll change the sheets.
You would have been pissed if they're doing it on the floor, too.
Yeah, because then it would have been real freaky.
So you guys were living together.
Yeah.
So what'd you do?
Well, okay, I
Did you
came
beat him
back
up?
from vacation, and I didn't tell him that I was coming back because I was going to surprise him. And I came back in, and our garage is like really far away from our bedroom because our bedroom is like in the back of the house.
Right.
And you know, I came in the garage and stuff. Came in, was going to surprise him.
Knew Miata parked there. He knew something was up.
No, the car wasn't parked. The guy he was sleeping with was.
But does one of the three of you have a Miata?
Do what?
Is there a Miata between the three of you?
No, a vet.
Really?
Wow.
But anyways,
That is butch.
anyways, I came in through the garage and I went back to the back bedroom, and you know, to our bedroom and stuff.
And there they are, bumping and grinding.
Yeah, you hit it just right on the head.
All right, but
Yeah, so did he.
Derek, I'm gonna go back to the question I asked earlier in the evening. What did you do?
Well, I walked in there and I came in and.
You came home from vacation early, right?
What?
Yeah. What did you do?
Well, I came in and I walked to the back bedroom. Door was cracked a little bit, and I heard some noise, and I just like kind of stood there. I was like,
And it wasn't raccoons in the trash, was it?
Derek, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fast forward to the part where you walked in and they're having sex.
What'd you do?
well, I looked at him. I was like, brute.
Sure.
Anyways, I looked at him. I was like, well, what's going on? You know, and they all looked over at me, and everything stopped and stuff, and then we got into a big argument, and the person I was sleeping with, which was one of my friends.
Wow.
At the time.
Love triangle.
Yeah. At the time,
Yeah.
you know, he was getting out of the bed and putting on his clothes and like trying to rush past me, and you know, I stood there right in the doorway, and I wouldn't let him pass.
Right.
And I looked at him. I was like, "What's going on?" You know.
All right. So
You saw what was going on.
what happened?
But
How did it end?
how to end?
Threesome?
One of them wound up with a black eye.
Really?
Did you sock him?
Yeah, I mean.
Did you hit him hard?
Yeah.
Did you send him to the hospital?
The friend that he was, you know, one of my old friends,
Right.
you know, was supposed to be my friend and stuff, went to bed with my husband.
Oh, you guys are married.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we had our commitment ceremony. We had a commitment ceremony.
Right.
And then, you know, and to catch them in bed,
Okay. So now, how long ago did this happen?
about 2 months ago.
All right. Where are you now? Are you still living together?
we're still getting through the difficult times and
Right. You're making him pay.
what had happened and talking through it and stuff and trying to rekindle the fire in our relationship because that to me just really ruined it.
Yeah, but you never moved out or anything like that.
Yeah, I moved out for 4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
And now you're back.
I'm back because he totally committed himself.
Okay.
He's never done anything like this to you before?
No, it happened. This is the first time it ever happened.
It's the first time you ever caught him.
Right.
Well, the first time I know it.
All right, so you trust him now?
No, not really.
Kick his ass.
I've already done that one time.
Well, so what are you going to do?
Things to his
You guys going to get into some counseling?
No counseling. We've totally committed, to the communication part of it. The things that I need to do to please him, the stuff that he needs to do to make sure that I'm happy.
Okay.
So you're taking advantage of
We
him.
worry, but if you're committed. Here's my take on the gay lifestyle. I see a lot of cheating going on because when you have a heterosexual relationship, there's a guy. So there's about 50% cheating going on. But when you got 2 guys
70.
hooked up, it goes magically to 110%.
Yeah.
I mean, you got 2 guys. Tell me one of them ain't going to cheat. 2. You know what I'm saying?
And the people they have to cheat with are guys.
And they're abundant, right?
Well, see, heterosexuals have no, bathhouses or anything. Like, if we do, let me know where they're at.
Yeah, I don't even, I may just be ignorant here, but to me it's not as big an offense when it's in a gay relationship.
Just think about what the world would be like if women actually were like men.
Right.
Please.
Be sweet.
It would be a lot different.
All right.
But they're the same, Adam.
Right. Well,
just society makes them different.
Talk, communicate with Brute, and
they're on track.
Do it again.
Bruce. They're on track.
Bruce, yeah. Dan.
Hi.
I thought he said Brute. I really did.
Hi, Adam. Hi.
Hey, you're 28. You're on with Kid Rock. What's going on?
Dan.
I was diagnosed as a bipolar about February last year, and mostly through my 20s, I went through some serious depression, and I had my first psychotic manic episode September of '97, and it changed my life. It was it was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Why?
What happened?
Well, I'm an artist, and when I started going psychotic, I guess I was into this drawing, and that was going to later be a painting, and I started. It was like I put my pencil to the paper, and it drew itself.
Yeah.
And then,
are you still an artist?
Yes. I've always been.
Do you sell your art?
No, I don't.
Oh. What do you do?
Crazy artwork.
What do you do for a living?
Huh? Well, right now I'm just working a job as a fire alarm tech.
Oh, okay.
As a what?
Fire alarm
As a
tech.
technician.
A fire alarm technician.
And so, are you on your medication?
No, I'm not.
That's healthy.
Why not?
Well, for one thing, that was one thing I wanted to ask is.
Drew, tell him to get on his meds. What are you making that face for, Drew?
We have no time talking. I can't even hear.
Tell him to get on his meds.
Yeah, Dan, please don't make the silly case that your artistry is being impaired by medication. The medication is just going to prevent you from being so over the top that you're not a danger to yourself and that you're able to function. Without the medication, you're not going to be able to be an artist. It's like saying that, gee, Van Gogh, what if we treated his illness? If we treated his illness, he would have lived a lot longer to produce a lot more art.
Still be alive today, right, Drew?
Well, but the point is that it's not about affecting artistry. You're having trouble functioning. You aren't selling your art. There's a lot of things that might happen if your disease was under better control. It has consequences, and it has a natural history that unless it's interrupted, it's going to have grave effects. And it's a serious condition.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
You know what's really selling right now?
What?
The Pegasus. It's making a big comeback. You know, the horse with the wings? That's what you should be drawing.
With the horn on the head.
Airbrush?
Yeah, the unicorn Pegasus.
Dude, paint a picture of me. I'll buy it. I'm just all into myself like that.
Yeah. It makes you draw his biceps real big and his penis large.
It'll be accurate.
Well, I've heard of the connection with
Hey, Dan.
manic depressive.
Dan.
Yes,
Dan.
there is, but I'm not saying that I'm not judging your condition. And yes, indeed, manic depressive. There are a lot of artists, a lot of accomplished people are manic depressive, but we're just talking about keeping the illness piece of having that biology under control.
All right, so take your meds. And by the way, you're not on them now, and you're fixing smoke alarms. So you know what I mean? What are you worried about breaking up? All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
Gotta keep it real.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. The phone number's 1-800-LOVE-191.
We'll be right back.
On 92.1 KFMA.
Hi, this is Jesus Christ.
This is Eric Cartman. This is Kyle Braslovsky.
And this is Counselor Mackey. Okay, we're from South Park.
And you're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yes, you is.
Sweet.
We had the gang from South Park in here. Kid Rock is our guest tonight. We got to take a quick 10-second time out, and we'll be back with more Loveline in just 10 seconds.
This is Loveline on
Radio
Station.
We're back with more Loveline. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Drew?
Actually, we are.
Actually, we are. Kid Rock is our guest tonight. Devil Without a Cause is the name of his latest CD. You can find Kid Rock, by the way, in Palo Alto on the 4th. Pardon me, on the 8th. That's the 4th was like 2 or 3 days ago. Did we figure out what day it was? Is the 8th tomorrow, or is it Thursday?
Today is the 6th, I believe.
All right,
Definitely not the 7th.
Thursday he'll be in Palo Alto, which is where Stanford is. Sacramento, he'll be in that city on the 9th. The 14th he'll be in Minneapolis, and he'll be live on MTV on the 12th. Is that from the MTV studio?
I think that's outside for that VJ contest.
Are they doing that outside, you mean on Broadway in Times Square?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm getting the nod from my manager. Yeah, that's it, man. Plug it.
Drew, you going out for that this year?
The VJ contest?
Yeah, I hear they're trying to skew a little older.
Well, gray hair's in. Hey, I'm doing drugs.
Hey, play that one. Play my favorite new Drew drop.
Hey, I'm doing drugs. I'm a prostitute. I'm a stripper. I've had 5 billion relationships. I don't know whether I'm gay or straight. Faggot better run. Oh, you can't stand him, Mike. You're giving him the hat trick.
I love that. I can't help it. I love.
Come on, where's the calls from Detroit, man?
Mike?
Yeah.
Mike, you're 25.
All right.
All right, what's going on?
Yeah, well, my wife and I are going through some pretty rough times right now. Been kind of going downhill for a while, and we really love each other, but we have different views on what sex means.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fascinating. What does it mean to you?
Well, to me...
Get in there and lay it down, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't mean...
It's a separate thing. You know, love is love. You know, I love my wife because...
You love her and then you lay it down.
Right.
Yeah, you know, and that's...
You love your car, but you want to hump your wife, right?
Well, yeah.
No. He loves his wife, but he wants to hump everybody else.
Well, the sex is great with my wife and I.
But...
Drew, leave the guy
You know,
alone.
the urges are still there.
Right.
That's normal, but if you don't do anything with him...
Well, yeah, and you know, I haven't really.
You haven't.
What do you mean, really?
Yeah, well...
You go to the strip joint, don't you?
Yeah, I did that once. I got caught. It was a real bad scene.
Oh, really? So
Why? Everybody knows you can't have sex with strippers. It just doesn't happen that way. You lose all your money and you go home and whack off.
But she thinks that means that I want somebody else.
Oh, home. I whack off out in the car in the parking lot.
Yeah, well, some people are quicker than others, right?
Doesn't really go for that either.
Then I come back into the club with like one of those cup holders from my car stuck to my belly. It's humiliating.
I thought I was the only one with that problem.
Like the beanbag ashtray stuck on your belly.
It never slides.
Yeah, right.
No, not with that.
15 seconds, it's all good.
It's like the stuff they use in museums, so vases don't
Double-sided
fall
tape.
over.
Wow.
Hey, so Mike, what do you do? It says up on the board you're looking for a threesome.
No, actually, we had one.
How did that go?
Went
My man.
pretty well.
Get in there.
Yeah, well,
I'm sure you enjoyed it.
Well, and she enjoyed it even more than what I thought she would.
Oh,
absolutely.
Nah, there had to have been some reaction.
Hold on. Was it with another woman?
Not till a week later, right?
And where did you find the woman?
I go to school with her.
Uh-huh. And
how'd you approach her on that?
How's that work?
Like, tell me.
Man. It's one of those things that...
Was there alcohol involved?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
See, 3/4 of a bottle of Jägermeister.
Boom.
Right.
Yeah, and but it was gonna happen before that came about.
You know what's funny about guys too. If a guy's going, let's put Mike on hold for a second. Guys understand that booze is the key to sex. Juice them up and go, as my buddy the Wheeze was heard to say. And guys are funny because if a guy's going out and he's getting making a beer run or something, and there's a Super Bowl party and it's just him and 8 of his doofus buddies sitting around. First, it's the collection. Come on, Stu, $5. $5. They start arguing with their buddies. You drank 3 of my tall boys last time, and I didn't see dime one. So unless I get 5 now,
and with a girl, can I get you another one?
Let me buy you another beer, honey. Can I buy you another beer? I got a still out in the car.
Let's do a shot. Come on, let's do a shot.
The other thing, too, is they'll come home with Jägermeister and Grenadine, anything they know that the chicks want to drink. I got some of that Boone's Farm strawberry wine. We're going to mix it with
Strawberry
the Grenadine. Yeah. Meanwhile, if their buddy Stu requested one of these pansy drinks, it'd be like...
Because you're not trying to get in Stu's pants.
That's right. That's right. But all of a sudden, he's coming home with everything she needs. And where the hell was Mike over here? So, Mike, you got him loaded.
Yeah.
And you had the sex. Now, did you have sex with this woman in front of your wife?
For like 5 seconds.
Right. Then you came?
No.
Just went back to your wife.
I realized that it wasn't really...
You felt bad?
Even though she said it was cool, I realized that it really wasn't.
Yeah. Listen, if you go to a party and start talking to a chick in front of your wife for more than a minute and a half, they get pissed off. I can only imagine
but you think
humping
if you
time.
agreed on it, if you all agreed on it as 3 adults, it'd be okay.
What you agree to and what you agree to and what actually works when you're there.
Oh, of course. Women, I'm sure she reacted awfully to this ultimately.
So it never happens. Like, what do you say we all have sex?
Well, not in committed relationships.
And the thing is as far as she's concerned, it's really not that it's really about. It's about the fact that she doesn't think that I can live out the rest of my life without another woman.
Right.
So she doesn't think that I have the capability to be faithful. I got to tell you, it's hard out there.
Probably not, right?
All right. Well, do you have any kids?
Yeah.
You screwball. Yeah, so you shouldn't have gotten married, Mike. You're not done. That's the thing. Now you're done.
Yeah, but
you got kids.
I still feel like she's my soulmate.
Oh, that's a bunch of crap.
Get him. Run that
She's the only person to put up with your crap.
Run that game.
Hey, soulmate, hold still while I bang this chick I met in junior college.
Yeah,
her soulmate.
Run
please.
that game, man. She's my soulmate.
I'm surprised a bolt of lightning doesn't hit you in the ass every time you say that soulmate crap.
Yeah, right.
How many kids do you have?
Just one.
Okay. Stop. You're going to screw up the kid. You understand?
Yeah, trust me, I know.
How old is the kid?
2.5.
Okay. Listen, Mike, you need to just get on some sort of masturbatory maintenance program. You really need to. You got to start jogging. You got to do something. You got to start. You got to. You got to get out in the garage. You got to do something.
Yeah.
The problem is you still got a lot of energy.
Did your dad cheat on your mom?
No, actually, my mom cheated on my dad for about 10 years straight.
All right. I knew there was something like that going on.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, you got a kid. You know what I want you to do?
Don't behave like your mom. Your parents are not a good role model.
Mike, here's what I want you to do. I want you to take a picture of that kid in a sailor outfit, it's a little boy, and I want you to tape it to your penis. Every time you take your dog out, I want you to look at your son.
That's sick, man. You got to see somebody.
Yeah, but don't you think that would stop him from cheating? Drew does that with triplets. Imagine how big his penis is. They're stacked on top of each other like
how
a
small his kids are, right?
They just fit. There's a wives' tale out there that black males have larger penises.
It's true. Jim.
Yes.
You're 31.
Yes, I am. Hey, Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Are you the man who did the song Balls in Your Mouth?
Yes, I am.
You are. Is that...
It's classic.
Yeah, is that available anywhere? Someone took my CD, pilfered it from my house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, polyfuse method that was on, and that's going to come back out very soon.
Cool.
Keep your money ready.
Right on.
Get your 950 ready, man. Be ready to pull that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim.
I quit smoking about a month ago.
Bad move.
Hey, it feels good, though.
Get all uptight.
Good
for you. Now, is there anything that I can take? I did
Taking advice from the guy who did balls in your mouth.
Is there anything that I should take? Because I didn't do the patch or nicotine gum or anything like that.
Anything you take for what?
Just, to
satisfy the
crave? The cravings, yeah.
Well, Zyban, this new formulation of Wellbutrin, I have had some spectacular results with that. In fact, I've used that drug for a long time for cocaine addiction and other sort of stimulant addictions because it made sense to me based on the biology as I understood it. Zyban, it's a medication that really activates the part of the brain that is missing the drug of nicotine.
Is that another Pfizer candy?
It is a Glaxo candy, and it's very good. And you can take it for a couple months even sometimes afterwards, and it will substantially reduce the mood disturbances and the cravings and the irritability that go along with coming off nicotine.
You try Robitussin DM 8 ounces, man. Telling you.
Put you down.
It'll put you down.
And you'll wake up craving cigarettes.
Yeah.
All right, Jim.
I appreciate it.
Take care.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hey, Drew.
Hey, Adam.
What is it, I know people that don't even smoke, but when they get drunk, they smoke like chimneys.
Hey, what is that? I only smoke on the weekends.
I know lots of people do that. They use cigarettes only when they're using other substances.
And by the way, when you get drunk, everything that's bad for you is a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you get loaded, like you're sitting there watching the religious channel at home. You're watching the History Channel, you're wearing a turtleneck, and then you're rubbing rosary beads, and then you get a few shots in you, and it's
Playboy.
like, all right, here's the plan. First off, someone give me a pack of cigarettes, because I got to smoke. Secondly, we're going to go to the drive-thru, and I'm going to get like a chili with cheese melted on it, just a ball of chili.
Does alcohol not bring out what you really want, though? Or
and then
is that
while
a
you're
big
driving
meth?
through, you have to pull your drawers down.
I'm going to kick some guy's ass because he honked in the back of the line because I fell
See,
asleep.
it makes you that more real.
Hey, you
when
want to
someone
fight?
pisses you off,
You wanna do
instead of saying,
drugs?
hey, that's okay, I'm going to shake it off, you go, you know what? You just pissed me off. I'm going to whoop
the
you.
great misconception, I think Adam portrayed it quite nicely, is that somehow this is my real feelings coming out. No, when you're on drugs, you're on drugs. Your brain's not working the way it's supposed to work. It works totally differently.
Right, but what if it's not working good when, you're not on drugs?
Still working better than when you're on drugs.
Well, see, there's where we're going to have to end that conversation.
Kim,
Yeah.
you're 15.
Mm-hmm.
You're on with Kid Rock.
Hey, Kid Rock.
Hey, are you on drugs?
No, not right now.
Yeah, me neither.
I saw you in concert. You were awesome.
Thank you. You were awesome, too. Thanks for letting us hang out with you.
Where'd you see him?
I saw him in Sacramento, and some guy peeped all over me while I was watching him, too.
What'd you do?
Nice.
I was up front and watching you, and some guy threw up all over me.
Oh,
Yeah, it was real fun.
probably my brother. I'm sorry.
He'll be in Sacramento in a couple days.
Yeah. That's where I saw him in the first place.
Yeah, put on your rain poncho and go see him again.
Okay.
Gallagher and
Right.
Kid Rock.
Go ahead, Kim.
Okay, I know a girl, and she has a STD, and basically she's very, 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 very promiscuous with a whole bunch of people.
She's a whore.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Only she doesn't.
We can be open like that on this show, right?
Yeah.
Okay. She's a slut.
But she doesn't tell them that she has the STD, and she doesn't use protection.
Then she's a lying slut.
Well, there's a couple things. One is that often the reason that women behave like that is that they're pissed at men. And so it tends to
she
add...
got it through rape, so...
Yeah. She's pissed off at men and needs to control them and sort of be in power over men. And part of that is doing something to them for what they're doing to her.
This guy knows what he's talking about.
And there's so that's her sort of motivation for that. Now, it doesn't make it any more right.
Right.
She actually may even have a liability, given that given that she knows she has this thing. I mean, a lot of people with herpes don't know they have it and accidentally give it to other people, but she knows.
Yeah, it's like me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kim.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She is, 17?
What's her name so we know to
18
watch
now.
out for?
What the hell do I know? She's 17.
Yeah.
Yeah, and her dad's an idiot.
Yeah.
I don't know if she talks to him. I know her stepdad's an idiot.
Yeah, they're both idiots.
And
That'd be very wrong to say, give it back to her dad.
When did she get raped?
When she was 14?
Yeah. That was the first time.
Yeah. Something set her up, too.
Yes.
All right. Is she your good friend?
No, she's not, but the problem is that she slept with a couple of friends of mine.
And they got it?
I don't know, but I don't know if I should tell them, hey, this is what's going on.
Yes,
I don't want to broadcast her business, but at the same time, I think they kind of have the right to know.
I think it's extremely important that they know, because they too may have gotten something and not realize what it was, and they may give it inadvertently to somebody else. This needs to be stopped.
I haven't talked about this in a while, but this is why I want these crotch-sniffing dogs. Kid,
I agree.
You're a rock star. You spend a lot of time on the road. You have an assortment of women at your disposal. I have this idea.
Assortment of women at your disposal. You got away with words, my man.
Certainly. I came up with this idea a while back, which
crotch-sniffing dog.
If dogs can sniff out, some weed that's packed in coffee grounds and welded into the fender of a truck, or if they can smell a bomb in the airport, or if they can smell cocaine at the airport, or even fruit that's being transported into the country, why couldn't they smell out STDs? You know what I mean? I mean, a woman that has something going on down there is going to have
cocaine only smells one way.
No. They can teach these dogs to sniff out anything. They can smell gunpowder. They can smell coke. They can smell weed.
Cancer cells.
They can smell cancer cells. They're teaching dogs to smell out skin cancer. And as we all know, when a woman gets something, it changes the flora and the fauna in the hairy greenhouse, right? That was my
And I think the
my
dog
nickname in high school, Hairy Greenhouse.
I think the dog should have a parrot right on its back, so when the dog comes up and sniffs, because the parrot starts going nuts, like gonorrhea, he just starts nailing
That's
the girl
good.
with whatever.
I didn't come up with that. I just had the dog chase
dog
its
with
tail.
the parrot on the back.
All right, so you train the parrot, and the parrot sits on the dog's back, and it just sits by the front door of your house, or you bring
Janet the Warts, crack, Janet the Warts.
You bring the thing on tour with you, you put it in the bus, and before the chick gets in the bus...
The dog would be so confused, though, because he'd be, like, smelling cocaine and, like, smelling STDs at the same time. It wouldn't know what to do.
No, but that dog isn't the coke dog. He doesn't know from coke.
Oh, so that dog
You
only knows.
train him on the specific...
I got
So he needs to have there'll be 6 basset hounds waiting at the front door.
Right.
The HPV basset hound, there'll be H-E.
Yeah, the crab hound.
Happy.
Right.
The crab hound.
But I think you get
Crabby.
away with one parrot, right? You wouldn't need 6 parrots.
Gardnerella.
Does that me with a loudspeaker?
And then the chicks come in and they're wearing a low-cut skirt, and the dog gives a quick sniff, and if the parrot pipes up,
right,
she doesn't get in the
Imagine
party.
if you were standing there holding her hand.
And chlamydia.
Yeah, isn't that a great plan, Drew?
Clap on, clap off. Chlamydia.
Wait, we gotta play a song.
Oh, we're gonna play a song?
Yeah.
All right. What we're going to do is we're going to hear something off of Kid Rock's latest CD.
Too bad we don't have balls in your mouth here. That's a classic.
Well, you didn't bring it?
No.
You want to put your balls in Drew's mouth just to sort of
please.
recreate it? Off of Devil Without a Cause, this one is called I Am the Bull God. Hey there, it's Loveline. Phone number 1-800-LOVE 191. Kid Rock is our guest tonight. I think I'll give this phone number out one more time. I'm taping a episode of The Man Show this Saturday in Hollywood, and if you want to come out and hang out in the audience, there's going to be beer and the Juggy Dance Squad girls.
You have beer in the audience?
Yep,
That's
chicks
too
on
fun.
trampolines. The Fox will be playing the piano, and the world's fastest beer drinker. He chugs a beer standing on his head.
A pitcher.
I can do it on the turntables.
You can chug a beer on the turntable? Uh-oh. Oh. Yeah. That was beautiful. You didn't vomit, did you?
Nah, one beer. You
Kid Rock just chugged a beer with both hands working the imaginary turntables. I'm hoping those were turntables you're working. Well, let me give this number out if you want to come out and hang out with us. 213-833-6467. Call that number and you can come check it out on Saturday. Drew, you done?
If you want to call me at home, it's 8675309.
That's Tommy Two-Tone's.
Tommy Two-Tone, good one.
John.
Hey, John.
John, you're 25.
Hello.
What's going on?
Well, I met this girl about 2 years ago. She just came from the Philippines. And,
Yeah.
Huh?
Go ahead.
Yeah. It's first experience with a Philippine girl. And, she come out with a book on what to do's and who's not, what to not and nots and whatever on relationships and nationalities. I tell you what,
You drunk, John?
Was it all that?
Too.
Was
no,
it all
I'm
that?
not. I'm just really tired.
Was it all that?
Oh man, I tell you what. Anyways, so she went through Shabu and all that, the drug, speed and stuff, and she went to an all-girls school, and she has her little mates and all that. She won't admit that she's bi, but I think she is. She writes with razors in her arm her little girlfriend's names and stuff. And she goes on the ground, cries like a little girl, and she's the youngest girl I've ever been with too. So I don't know.
How old is she?
She's 21.
She is severely disturbed, John.
Yeah.
Who?
Your friend.
Who?
Hard times in her home country.
Who? This is somebody who's got
Anne Margaret, you idiot.
Major,
What do you think we're talking about?
major psychiatric problems.
Yeah, and
She was sexually abused as a child. That's what.
I think so.
Of course.
She said that her dad tried to kiss her one time, and that was all.
I bet he succeeded.
He tried to kiss her after he was done humping her.
Right.
I think, yeah. They're from the Philippines, so I don't really. I just put two and two together.
All right. What's your question?
Listen, hold on, everybody, with the cultures. There's plenty of folks out here that are having plenty of things done to them, and if they traveled to the Philippines, would you want any of our listeners being the representative to the United States when they traveled abroad?
Right.
It does not mean that that's the norm in the Philippines.
Right.
It's just she happens to come from a family in the Philippines where that stuff went on, John.
Yeah, when a 24-year-old forsakes her family and leaves the country, it usually means something's going on.
I know, but for what I've read and
John, forget it. What's your question tonight? Forget it. What's your question?
So I'm gone in the morning from 7 o'clock to 11 in the afternoon. And since I've been with her, she went with one guy at 3 o'clock in the morning in a taxi cab, and she said that she had her hand on his. That's all they did. They didn't do anything.
What's your question?
Is she a hooker?
I
Yes.
think that she's cheating on me, and I test her sometimes to see what her vagina looks like.
Oh, John, you are.
How do do you that? When you get down and check it out?
If
take a
it looks
picture or
like
something?
Abe Lincoln, that means something's up.
Well, I don't know. I'm checking from all angles, because literally. But I don't know what's going on.
What are you checking for?
Just to see.
Like a baseball mitt stuffed up in there or something. You were with one of the Yankees, weren't you?
Hey, if a queef comes out, what does that mean? If she can walk, does air get in there? We didn't do anything in the morning.
If it smells like brute, you got trouble.
A little urine on the side,
too. A booty fart?
All right, listen, John. John, I'm reading up here you have a kid.
Yes.
Oh, with this girl.
Listen.
Stop taking the pill.
Listen.
John.
Give that kid away to
for
some
citizenship.
gypsies or a circus that
She
comes
wants
through town,
citizenship,
please.
right?
Oh my God.
She wants citizenship. She wants to stay.
All right, John. Let's focus on your kid. How old is your kid?
She's 2 months, 3 months.
Grab the kid and go.
That's from the mother. I can't do that.
No, yeah, you can. I did it.
Listen, John will be a horrible dad himself.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't mean grab and go. I mean go through the necessary process. If you feel like you can take care of that kid and be a good father.
No, John. How about you give
people change?
They change. By the time the kid's 34, you'll change. Why don't you give the kid up for adoption?
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
She's a beautiful little girl, and I don't do
John,
that.
there are
all the more reason. You're screwing her up.
Adoptive people are out there dying to have kids. Extremely capable parents are chosen. You can choose them yourself.
who
are prepared to be parents.
Driving me crazy.
John, you are in no condition to be a parent.
I have another son. I haven't.
Oh,
seen
for
him yet.
Christ's sake.
He's 5. Yeah, I am. I am in the.
Are you taking care of your son?
School and all that. No.
No.
Yeah. I want to build up a lot of money before I go see their parents. They'll probably shoot me because I've been in jail and stuff. And so finally now I came back. I was in Florida. So now I'm coming back here. And I
John, why don't you give that beautiful daughter up for adoption, please?
No.
Why? Do you really want that?
You got to get your life together, dude. You got to turn yourself around, man.
It's not going to happen. Yeah.
And you got to do it quick,
things
man.
Are happening.
What?
Things are going good. I'm going to school already for the technician. I want to get into lasers, but whatever.
Good.
I feel like I'm running out of time with her.
With who?
We got 90 days, and they're going to level these apartments and pay us like $2,000. And she's like literally schizo. I'm bipolar, so what? I mean, I see some symptoms, but she's like, it's so obvious. and and she says she doesn't do this, she doesn't do that. I put her to the test one time while she was pregnant. I gave her a little bit of some speed. I wanted to see if she was going to do it.
While she was pregnant?
Yeah, what are you doing?
She was going to do it, and I set her up, and I took that away from her. And I was like, "What are you, stupid?" And then I said, "No, I wanted to do it. I'll just, I'll give you the second try." So, I did it, whatever, and then I stood her, checked her again to see if she was going to do it. I said, "All right, here, you can do it." And I'm just joking. She went to do it. Hell no, I didn't let her do it.
Dude, you got to get yourself together first before you can do
Man,
anything.
I'm trying.
John, can you get can you get something cauterized or something so you can't have any more kids, please? Please,
I'm in
John.
my prime, and everything just got lost. I guess I can blame it on that.
John, listen to me.
You can't blame it on nothing. You got to get your act together,
Listen
dude.
to me,
you know
brother.
what you got to do.
Focus on your kids and maybe get out of this relationship. Oh, my God, I don't know which one of them's worse off. Oh, this is a disaster. The 2-month-old.
Just listen to John a little bit and then think about our culture. Think how well our culture serves John.
Okay, can't we have something where we sterilize people? Can't we do that?
No, but they got a situation they got to handle right now, though.
Oh, they won't handle that.
No.
It's going to get handled somehow by somebody
kid,
somewhere.
Go out, tour a lot, pay a lot of taxes.
I've done that.
John's going to cost us a lot of money. John's just out screwing, knocking people up. I mean, it's he sounds like he's making an effort.
He's making an effort.
But he's a few years away from doing anything substantial.
Think talk about narcissism. He can't make a decision on behalf of the child. No, I couldn't possibly give that child up and do what's right for the child and give it a proper family setting and a proper stable environment where it can flourish in a healthy environment. No, couldn't do that.
Right.
No, couldn't do it.
John, give the kid up for adoption. Believe me. Here's a better way. Sell the kid for you can probably get $5,000 because the kid's mixed, $10,000 if it was pure blood, but get $5,000 for the kid and buy yourself a 40-ouncer. You know what I mean? I mean, I want to give people incentive to do this. I'm going to pay when I'm in charge. I'm going to pay people each troublemaker every year they don't have a kid. I'm going to give them a check.
Or get a life insurance policy and off yourself so your kid's got some money someday or something. Do something positive.
You are going to be my minister of defense of propaganda. I mean, Sheila.
Hi, how you doing?
You're 26.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, I've got a son. He's great. He's a wonderful kid. And he's got this friend who's all right. I mean, he's kind of,
You don't like the other kid?
What? Yeah, the kid's real, I don't know, kind of mean sometimes.
All right.
But the mothers are kind of good friends, so occasionally the kids get together, while we're talking or whatever. And this kid has this problem where he tells Brendan, hey, take down your pants and play this game. And the first couple times I was, Brendan, you can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. Only, certain people, only doctors allowed to see you and that sort of thing. And, of course, Brendan stopped, and then this kid would still keep doing it. And one particular day, he did it obsessively. He did it 6 times. And we interrupted the mother, the other mother and I interrupted several times. And every time, this kid had his pants down.
Okay, do not
And
leave
like one particular time, he was in the closet on the floor with his pants down, and my son wasn't.
And there's this other time they went camping, and the kid.
He's right.
Hey, Sheila.
No, never.
All right,
Why do you expose your child to
Stop
this?
letting him hang out with the kid. Literally.
Okay, well, at first I wasn't sure. It only happened a couple times.
Sheila.
Yes. Well,
For crying out loud.
That's my concern. Is there something wrong with what
Yes. Yes.
And the kid's taking his pants down 6 times. They don't let your kid hang out with them.
Right.
Period.
Is there any chance that this kid is being
Yes.
abused?
Yeah, but you got to
Something.
look out for
It doesn't necessarily even mean sexual abuse, but there's something going on with that kid. Absolutely. Did that family just recently fall apart or something?
No, the appearance is that his family is pretty together.
Yeah.
That's how it usually is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something going on. But do not let if you're around the kids, do not let your child out of your sight for a second.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just, what? It's probably some sort of form of an aggressive.
Yeah, it doesn't mean the kid's a delinquent rapist or anything, but why chance it? He's got his pants down every time he sees
unhealthy
your
for
kid.
your kid to be victimized like that. It's an aggressive act.
All right, Sheila.
Okay.
All right, and what's weird too is if you're the mom of the other kid, and each time you come in the room, it's like, Timmy, pull the pants up. I mean, it's embarrassing enough, like when your dog takes a dump on someone's carpet or something. Imagine your kid.
Running around with his, peewee in his hand all day.
Yeah. I'm going to have a serious talk with my kid if you try to pull that crap. It'd be all coming from my side. Stop embarrassing Daddy. You know what I'm saying? True?
I know what you're saying.
Well, what would you do if your kids got into that?
If they started doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, we'd get professional help so fast.
And what do you do? What do you do? Like, like a 5-year-old will sit him down in front of a shrink?
Oh, we'd have it evaluated so fast.
Yeah,
so
but who
fast.
can evaluate him? He's like sitting there like, no, you're not supposed to. Your kid's like, yeah, I want to play Nintendo.
No, look, there are characteristic behaviors that a child therapist can interpret, and that's all they do. That's their professional training. It's not as though it never happens. That's a sort of a common.
There's always exceptions.
True,
that's a rather common problem.
They got those videotapes for learning and hooked on phonics and potty training and stuff. Couldn't
Hooked
they make
on pulling my pants down.
Could they make one that said like, "Hey, keep your pants on"?
But when it comes to humans, there really are no exceptions.
See Dick run. See Dick keep his pants on.
Humans operate under very predictable.
Dick's a good name.
Dick.
Under very predictable rules. Humans are as predictable as any other animal.
True.
No.
I need to be analyzed
That's it.
myself.
We gotta go first off.
I got issues.
You picked a call that wasn't even on the board, and then you made up a word manimal, which was, I think, a Patrick Duffy.
It's a manovation.
A series from the late 70s. Or maybe that was Aquaman.
You think he boned Suzanne Summers on that show?
She's the sheriff. No, Step by Step.
Step by Step.
I gotta believe it was in his
She's looking
contract.
pretty good.
Yeah.
With that damn thigh master going, like how is that like trying to lure you?
When you get to be
something?
a star the caliber of Patrick Duffy, that's in every contract.
He boned her.
You get to bone your leading woman.
He did.
We're gonna
Everybody in Hollywood's boning each other. I'm convinced after being out in this city long enough.
Drew?
What?
We're in Hollywood. We having sex with each other?
No.
No, I mean opposite. Well, I don't know about you guys.
We'll take a little break. Kid Rock is here, and when we come back, Drew, who are we going to talk to?
I haven't decided yet.
Drew, why don't you rally for just a minute? I know you're falling apart tonight.
Line 4 there.
Annie is 18. Oh, has a question for Kid Rock.
Yeah.
Okay, after this.
Oh yeah, everybody now.
Loveline, I'll be right back.
Hi, this is David Arquette, and you're listening to The Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yes, who is? Well, Dr. Drew just burst in Kid Rock's bubble over here.
I'm having issues.
You couldn't soften it up just a little bit, give him the rock star version of child psychology. Phone number. Oh, forget about the phone number. Forget about the fax number. Let's
Phone lines are lighting up. We had enough calls.
Let's just get back to the phones. Annie?
Uh-huh.
You want to talk to Kid Rock?
Yes, I do.
Here he is.
Kid Rock, I love your CD. I just went down to California for spring break, and I discovered you, and I'm just, I love it. But I was wondering, are you ever going to play in Seattle or Oregon or Washington, anywhere near here?
You know, that's weird. We've never been up there. We've been around this country a few times, and now we're going to Europe, and for some reason, we've never been to the Northwest.
Well, like, see, the thing is, I have tickets for the 8th, Thursday the 8th in Palo Alto at the Edge. But, like, the friend that actually went down with me to California for spring break, she backed out. So, like, we have tickets to go, but we can't get down there. I mean, like, how am I supposed to convince her to go?
How far are you from there?
Where are you coming from?
Seattle.
No.
Seattle?
Got a little drive.
It's like 14 hours. I convinced her to get the ticket.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Is your friend 18?
She's 19.
All right, tell you what. If these guys can put you on hold right now, I'm going to buy you guys plane tickets to come down.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious. I'm saying it on the radio. I'd be like a total liar if I was
Yeah.
That is so awesome because I love you. I listen to you all the time. Now,
I mean, that's
you're
the
like
least I can do. I mean, I got kids, a few 100,000 kids out there buying my stuff. I'm making a ton of cash. Like, you called in, you're like, love the stuff. Like, I will fly you guys down to the show, and, like, I'll put you up in a hotel, and then you got to fly back the next day. And
of course.
I'm gonna have him. He's gonna put you on hold and get the information.
All right.
I love you, man.
It's going to be like a dream vacation, except for the rape and sodomy part.
Yeah.
She's 12.
Okay. Annie.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
No, that's a good deal, man.
Awesome. And I love Loveline. I don't
Thanks.
like it on TV, but I don't know. I love it on the
No,
radio.
we were this close to flying you out, but you had to pop off with the TV remark.
No, I mean...
No, screw you. We're sending a mule.
No.
No, you're hooked, man. Hold on.
All right, hold on, Annie.
Don't hang up on her.
Who else is going to do that? I do that stuff all the time.
That's wonderful.
All right, we're taking care of her
all the time.
Oh, yeah, God bless you.
Yeah.
I mean, and why not? It's a few $100
God
for
darn it,
plane
I'm
tickets.
a good guy.
Yeah, that's great.
Thank you.
And she will forever be a fan. That's nice.
Hey, Edie, is Atlantic going to pay for that?
He's not going to pay for that. It's not out of his heroin money,
I'm
is it,
just
Edie?
kidding, man. I got a platinum card. What are you talking about?
Saint?
Yeah.
You're 24.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to go to the show, too.
What's going on?
Nothing, man. I'm the Saint of Cincinnati, brah.
Yeah, Cincy, Midwest.
Hey, I'm telling you, kid, I got everyone here hooked on you.
Thanks,
I got that
man.
corn little thing, and I heard that, man. I turned everyone here in Cincy onto you.
Thanks, brother.
And, so what was I going to say?
We're coming to Cincy, so I can't fly you out anywhere.
Oh, no, man. I wouldn't expect that. Actually, you're coming here pretty soon, aren't you?
Yeah, we are coming to Cincinnati.
But see, now, how can I get backstage to meet you? Because I got some fire, if you know what I mean, and I got some of the
You got to grow tits.
No,
dude, no. You can have tits, or you can have the fire that I got.
No, it's all good, man. Usually after the shows, if they're not too crazy, I try to hang out. I haven't been lately because I've had a little thing called strep throat. Got a big shot in my ass. It hurt real bad.
I just got over that myself, man. The girl got mono.
Yeah, oh, man, I'm telling you, you got to watch some girls you're kissing. Right? Doctors? Right?
Saint?
Especially in flu season.
You got a question?
Yeah, my question is this. All right, well, see, now, like I said, I'm straight monogamous. I know like 9, 10 positions, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I talk to this crazy guy. He tells me, if you get a Japanese book, they know over 3,000. I'm talking unless you're doing it against the wall with pinky extended, then ring finger extended, then middle finger extended.
Right, serious
How
positions.
the hell do you know 3,000 positions?
No, you don't.
How many positions are there? Do you guys know that?
Oh, there's like doggy and wheelbarrow. That's it.
You get it from the side, and that's it. From the side. This is my house.
I want to know because, kid, man, I figured, you know what I mean? I know you know, and Dr. Drew, I mean,
oh, yeah.
you're a doctor. For heaven's sake, you
Hey,
know.
don't waste your time with the positions. As long as you're getting it, man, you're doing all right.
Yeah,
The thing is, I mean, I know the optimum thing, and I mean, I don't know if I can say this on the radio, is the optimum is to be in a position where, you know what I mean, you can get your hand to where you can rub the the clitoris.
They like that.
Hold on, let me write this down. Who's
that-
got the clitoris?
The G-spot.
Exactly.
It is no longer called the clitoris. We have moved on in the new millennium. It is called the G-spot.
G-spot's a different place.
But, I mean,
Don't burst kids' bubble.
See, I'm not doing anything right.
Hey, Saint?
Yeah.
Listen, if we keep going, I'm going to have to masturbate. You understand?
Man, you did it to me last time when I called and talked to Everlast. He said I was getting you erect, and Everlast was like, man, I best back up.
Oh, yeah. He was just kidding. He's into me.
But,
No, actually, wait a minute. Everlast thinks I'm gay because I ran in. You know what was really funny? Everlast was on this show. I don't know. It was, well, actually, now it's going to get weirder. Everlast was on this show 4 months ago, 5 months ago,
At least.
whenever he was. And,
He was on the show.
And I'm going to New York tomorrow, coincidentally, but when Everlast was on the show last, I went to New York the next day, too. And right in the middle of New York, I step out of a subway station. I come right up the stairs. It's crowded. It's New York. It's traffic jams everywhere. I walk right out of up these steps and run right into Everlast, right in the middle of New York.
The next day?
Yeah.
That's weird.
And it was probably 2 days later. And he goes, what's going on? And I go, hey, Everlast. And he's like kind of freaked out. And I was like, hey, I was looking for an address. And I said, where's, I don't know, Bleecker Street or something. And he said, hey, that's the gay neighborhood. And I went, yeah, I'm down, brother. Or something like that. And I just kept going. Well, it turns out later on, Everlast was kind of taking me seriously. It turns out I was just looking for Jim or something. I don't know what the hell was going on. But Everlast, he kind of took that seriously. So he figured I was just in New York cruising for the weekend. And
you weren't?
Excuse me, where's
you're gay? Listen, you blow a couple guys, all of a sudden you're gay, Drew. Please.
Absolutely.
All right. Katie,
Yeah.
you're 15.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. I was talking to my secretary today.
Your
yes,
secretary?
I have a secretary. And she goes,
are you gay?
I said, out of all the guys, the 3 guys you work with in this office, who do you think will go gay the fastest? Because, you know, that's what we talk about to our secretary. She goes, you. And I go, and the other 2 guys aren't even in the room. It's like she's not even being democratic. She's you. And I go, well, so why me? And she goes, I heard you talk on the radio about Boink and Drew. I said, I may have said that, but I was kidding. I don't know. You sure kid. Are you serious? She said, oh, absolutely. Not true. Would you testify for a minute here?
It was good.
It was good.
Is there anyone less gay than me?
And you're sort of coming around. You're meeting. You're so ungay. You're coming around the other side and getting gay.
The backside?
Isn't there gay music in the background?
Mike, please.
See, Jimmy is too disgusting to be gay. He's not groomed enough.
Are you saying because I'm strapping that I could strap something on?
Yeah.
Thank you.
To be so gay, yeah.
I hate to ruin our gay momentum with a phone call. Let me just talk to...
We got to leave.
All right, hold on. Dave's been on hold for 50 minutes. Dave?
Yeah?
All your girlfriends have been freaks.
Yeah.
Dude, I know what you mean.
Is it you or coincidence?
I don't know. That's what I was hoping.
Well, all girls are not freaks.
So do the math.
Yeah.
Not all, but just all.
No, okay, this is how it is. It's like every girlfriend of mine in the past has either been raped or molested.
Right, but somebody's choosing them.
A runaway.
Somebody's choosing them, Dave.
Or a crackhead. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Dave, whose girlfriends are they?
I know.
All righty then. That's all you need to know.
No, it's just that I don't...
Either that or all girls are freaks. That's the only other option, is that every single woman is a psychiatric mess, which is not
all
the case.
girls got a little freak in them.
No, it's about 65%. Becky.
Yeah.
You're 14.
Yeah.
Will you be affected negatively in the long run from smoking weed?
A single time?
No.
No, like every week and stuff.
Every week or every day?
Well, I used to do it like every day, but I mean...
There is some data to suggest 15 and under, you can do some damage.
Really?
Yeah, there's actual documentation of frontal lobe shrinkage in males.
Like really? You get a small penis from smoking pot?
No, you get a small right side of the front part of the brain, which is where a lot of your...
But one of the things is thinking a lobe is your penis.
Yeah.
Is that like because I can't remember anybody's name or
There you
anything?
go.
That's why? I'm serious.
You're a big star.
I'm big star.
The most...
No, I'm serious. I got a bad memory.
The most consistent complaint I get from people who smoke pot regularly is they can't remember where they put their car keys every day.
Oh, really?
That's the number one complaint.
Thank God
then you ask further, it's all kinds of memory problems.
Thank God they can hotwire the VW van.
But is that just little stuff, like stuff you don't need to remember? Like,
not when you're a big star.
You got to think about it. Now that you can't remember the big stuff, you can't remember the little stuff either.
No, because I can remember how much money I got in the bank, where my money's going, how much money I'm getting that night, but I might not remember your name next time I see you.
Well, it's going to buy plane tickets.
So, you
got
to weigh it out, right? It's going to buy plane tickets for fans.
Listen, remember when Janine Garofalo was on this show 3 weeks ago?
Yeah.
I went up and introduced myself to her.
Janine what? What'd you call me?
No, I knew her name. I just introduced myself to her. Nice to meet you, Janine.
Oh, like you never seen her.
She did the TV show, 2 months before that.
She did?
Janine apparently did the TV show and the radio show.
She's in the radio show a couple times.
All right. Well, the point is I introduced myself to her.
Boy.
So if you want to talk
She didn't
about
remember?
Lobe shrinkage.
He didn't remember.
I didn't remember.
Oh.
Okay, we'll take a break.
The phone number for Loveline is 1-800-LOVE-191. Loveline, I'll be right back.
Alrighty, that's it. Devil Without a Cause is the name of the CD. Kid Rock, thank you very much for coming in.
Thanks for having me, man.
We do appreciate it, and
thanks for letting me hang out with you.
It is our pleasure. Until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The views expressed on Loveline are not necessarily those of the staff, the management, or the sponsors of this radio station.
And are probably not the views of Westward One Entertainment. Loveline is produced by Ann Wilkins Ingle. Now, please listen to this station longer.